Hello, I'm Major Brian Waters. You may know that I'm a retired Salvation Army officer and I spent more than 30 years working in the field of drug addiction, working with people who were caught up in the morass of drug taking, working with their families, and too often conducting the funerals. Also, I spent 7 years chairing the Prime Minister's Drug Policy Council and seeing new policies being put in place to help to deal with this problem in Australia. I believe that we can solve this problem. I believe that we need a change of direction away from this policy of allowing people to have access to drugs and suggesting that the way forward is to reduce the harm. That's not what we need. We need a policy of preventing the harm. We need our kids to hear a very clear message of non-use of drugs. We need a police force empowered to deal with drug addicts, as well as those that supply the drugs. And we need to change the very vocabulary that talks about these drugs as being recreational or party drugs. Just this week here in Sydney, we've had the very sad case of a young woman who tried it for the first time, ice, and she died, and her family is devastated, as we could understand they would be. That's too common and too often a picture of what's happening in our society. I'm pleased to support Fred Nile because he's a man who has very clear values and standards, particularly in respect to the drug problem and the way to solve it. He stands for those things that the average householder and family in Australia stands for. Our kids not using drugs, our kids being protected from the drug dealers and those people who would profit from misery and death of those that they make their customers. I would ask you on the 24th of March to vote 1 in the box for the Fred Nile group in the New South Wales Upper House election. Thank you very much.